Hey guys, James here today, and welcome to another episode of The Sims 3 101. We're going to be looking at how the terrain leveling tool really works. And I say that because, obviously the tool works like this. It will flatten things out pretty damn easily with no worries. But some people, I've noticed, don't understand how it works on sort of an intricate level and how it works in certain situations. So you'll notice if I click there, the square goes up, and if I click there, it goes down. But I've clicked on the same square. Why is it going to different heights? And that's that's a third different height. Why is it going to different heights? Why is it doing that? It's actually very simple. What you got to understand about the way this works is if I click on this upper corner, it flattens to its diagonal opposite, which is this bottom corner. So it will flatten to this point down here if I click on the opposite one. If I click on the bottom one, again, it's going to flatten to the opposite corner, which is the top one. So you see it pops up. And if I click on the opposite corner to this one over here, it goes to that height. So that's how we get those three different heights out of this square. And that's a really fundamental thing to understand, especially if you're going to be if you want to do a lot of work with constrained floor elevation. This can be a really helpful little hint to know. And I'm not sure how many people do know this, so I thought I'd do a video on it. And I don't know, I'll find out when you guys respond if you knew it or not. And of course, this applies everywhere. So all down here as well, that one flattens up. It's pretty simple. They just flatten diagonally. That's all you got to know. It flattens the diagonal corner. So if you want to flatten this square up, you click in the bottom. If you want to flatten it down, you click in the top. Now, the same sort of principle applies when we click and drag an area, but it's a little bit different. So if we click and drag this area out, it flattens up. And what it's doing is it's flattening from, depending on which way you drag it out. So I'm dragging it out this way. It flattens from, again, the diagonal corner from where my cursor is. It's kind of hard to show you. So where this big sort of line marker thing is, big pointy arrow pointing down in the corner, that corner, the opposite to this corner here where I'm circling around now, is where it's going to flatten from. So this corner all the way up the top is the one it's going to flatten to. And if we do it the other way, it should flatten to the other corner, which is the bottom one, as you can see. And we can sort of demonstrate this once more by using this square here instead. It'll flatten to that middle one. So it's the exact same sort of principle on larger areas. It will flatten to the diagonal opposite corner. So you can see we're dragging from that square out. So it's going to flatten from this corner on the square out to there, and it slightly lowers it down. So that's how it works. So if you're wondering why this isn't flattening the way you want it to flatten, why isn't this tool working? Oh, this game is so stupid. Maybe it's just because it's just one of these things that they don't really tell you how it works, but you can see how it works now. So it always flattens from the diagonal corner. That is so helpful when you're doing lots of constrained floor elevation work. A lot of the time you can get around without knowing that, but it's just a little thing, a little tip, a little trick that's helpful sometimes to know. So there you go. I hope this helped you anyways. I thought it might be useful. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time and have a great day.